What's the best way to stop drinking alcohol and start doing my best in my psychology degree? It's affecting my study, but I can do very well if I stop. I'm 26. Well, Paul, what I would say is I think you should do the future authoring program, and you should really concentrate. There's a section in it that helps you determine what your positive view of your future would be, but another section that helps you determine what would happen in your life if your negative habits got out of control. And one of the things that can really help you control your alcohol intake is to really think through what you're giving up and where you could be in 5 years if you don't get it under control. And a proclivity to alcoholism can be a really vicious thing. You know, lots of people get dragged down into the mud by alcohol, excessive alcohol intake, especially if they're sensitive to the opiate response that alcohol can produce. And you can tell that if you, when you drink, you know, you get alert and let's say more enthusiastic and energetic, and then you don't want to stop drinking. That's definitely a bad sign with regards to developing alcoholism. So I would say you need to figure out something that's more important to you than drinking, and also think through very hard the negative consequences of continuing it. You're at about the age, 26, where you should stop. I mean, guys who are going to stop generally start to slow down pretty intensely around that age. You know, also treating your psychology studying as a full-time job can also be helpful. So, you know, get up at 8 in the morning or 7:30 in the morning and start hitting the books by 9, and put in a 6 to 8 hour day. And then even if you do keep drinking, at least you're moving forward. So that's what I would say about that. Are you a science fiction fan? You referenced Heinlein's Starship Troopers in a lecture, and your ideas often remind me of Harry Seldon's plan from Asimov's Foundation series. Hey, well, when I was a kid, which is quite a long time ago now, I lived in this town called Fairview, Alberta, which was a town of about 3,000 people, way the hell north, 350 miles northwest of Edmonton. And I had this neighbor across the street, across the alley actually, and he had a huge science fiction library. There must have been, I don't know, 5,000 books there, 1960s and 1970s classics like Heinlein and Asimov. And he would let me go over there and take like 20 books at a time, and I was reading about a book a day at that point, and I read science fiction like mad, probably till I was about 19 or so, and maybe a little younger than that, and then turned more to classic literature when I got to college, and also partly as a consequence of some lessons that the local librarian taught me about what to read. So I was a science fiction fan. I haven't read science fiction for a very long time, although I was pretty happy with it when I was a kid. So